Hi all, welcome back. In this video, we can see how to make this retail sales dashboard. As you can see in this retail sales dashboard, we have two pages, the home page and the grid page. So we can see in detail how to make this sales dashboard. The detailed business insights and explanation of this dashboard is given in another video. You can check that if you want. So we can move to the making process. First, we can have an overview of the data set. So here we have the transaction ID, date, customer ID, gender, age, product category, quantity, price per unit, and the total amount. So here we can see we need to have few more insights. We need to get few more insights from this data set to have this dashboard. You can see the total quantity sold by month. It's given the month is represented as numbers 0, 1, 2, 3 till 12. But here you can see it's given as a single consolidated date. So as the first step, we have to extract month from this date column and also the total transactions by age group and gender. Here age group is taken, not the separate ages, age group, and here age is given as discrete value. So we have to create age group from the given age column and also extract month number from the date column. So we can do that two things first. First we can take a blank Power BI page, then get data, text or CSV file and load the data. Then click on transform data. So first we can create the age group. So to get the age group, click on add column, conditional column, and the name of the column is age group. And if the age is less than 25, we can write the age group as below 25. And if it's else, if the age is less than or equal to 40, we can write 25 to 40 is the age group. Then else, if the age is it's less than or equal to less than or equal to 55, we can write 40 to 55. Else, we can write above 55. So the first step we have done, we have added the age group. Then we can consider it as a categorical column. So we can change it to text, not numbers. Consider it as a categorical column of text. Then click on File, Close and Apply. So we have loaded the data. In the data we can see age group. Then the next thing we have to add is extract month numbers from the date column. Here we can see on the left page, we have the report view, then table view. So if you click on table view, we can see all the columns, transaction ID, date, customer ID, and the age group we have created. We can see the transaction ID is not in order, so we can change, we can sort it in ascending order. So after sorting it, you can click on table tools. We have new column. New column, you can give the column name as month number. It's equal to, we have a DAX function called month. So click on month, then our table name is data, select data date. Then close the brackets, click enter. You can see the month number, November, that's 11, February 2, January 1, so it's loaded. So we have added a new column here, month number that's added with the date. So again, go back to this report view and in our data, we can see the two things we have added, the age group as well as the month number is added here. So now we can start building our charts one by one. So first we have this top bar as well as the sidebar. We can build that first. So for that, click on insert, then shapes, click on rectangles. Okay, so we need two rectangles, one at the top and one at the side. So we have taken this. Then again, shapes, rectangle. So here is the thing we can see. We can change the colors. change the color to some, yeah, this deep color we can change. Yeah, this also we can change the same color. So we have made the top bar as well as sidebar. Then insert text into this top bar. So click on text box. So the text box is loaded. Then the title is sales dashboard home. Here also you can change the background color. Change the background, click on effects, change the background color to the same. Then change the font size and color. Then make it center and we can move this to here. Yeah. Yeah, so it's bold, sales dashboard home. So you can see we have made the sidebar, sorry, the title bar. Then we can insert images into this sidebar. So again, click on insert image. Then you can load the image we want. We can load that image also to this sidebar. So we have loaded the image. The next we can build the KPI cards one by one. So KPI cards we can take one by one. So in the cards, we have the total transactions. To get the total transaction, we can add all the transaction IDs. How many transactions we have? That's the number of transactions. That is 1K. Then we can rename this as total number of transactions or total transactions. Then the next one is total quantity sold. So total quantity. Then the last one is total amount collected. Total amount. So that's it. We can then format this visual. Then the layout, that's single row with 3 cards. That's fine. Then the background. Okay, then we can adjust it. The callout values, we can insert images, etc. Then in the effects, we can change the background to this color. No, I don't think this is correct. We can, the background, let it be white, and we can change the card background. That's it. So click on cards, visual, click on cards, arrange it as rounded rectangle. Okay, you can see the shape is rounded rectangle. We can adjust the size. Then the background color, we can change it to this color. Okay, yeah, that's it. Then the border also, we can change the border to some dark color. Then you can see the accent bar we can turn on. Accent bar, you can see the difference on the left side. Accent bar is this one. You can see the difference. You can check that. The accent bar color we can change to this, and the width also we can increase to around 8. You can see the width, or yeah. So you can see we have added the accent bar, the borders, etc. And then as the next step, we can insert images. And also you can see the total transactions, the callout values. Callout values, we can make it bold. We can see the difference. Then the label also we can make bold and change the color to black. Okay. So okay, that's done. Then we can insert images. Okay, so everything we have done. Then we can insert the images one by one. Total transactions. Turn image on. Click on browse. Then total transactions. This we can keep for total amount collected. We can take the other image. Yeah, this we can keep for the total number of transactions, and we can adjust the image accordingly. Okay, we don't want a fixed size for the image. The image area should be the 50% of that total card area. Then take total quantity, image on, browse, and click on this. So we don't want a fixed size, that also 50%. Then moving to the total amount. So turn off the fixed size, so we will get the total amount. Okay, so I think that's clear now. I think this looks similar to the previous one we had. Total transaction, total quantity sold, and the total amount collected. Okay, so yeah, and the values. Okay, so now we can move to the line chart, bar chart, pie chart, donut chart, etc. We can see one by one. We have to do one more formatting to our KPI cards. You can see the total quantity. Total quantity here it's represented as 2.514K. So we can see how to change that. So click on General, Data Format. You can see Apply Settings to Total Quantity. So the format should not, it's given as whole number. So if you change that to General, you can see it will be changed to 2.51, and we can increase the size here. Yeah, then it will be shown completely 2.514K. You can see, then this will be same as our original dashboard. Then we can move to the next one, that is line chart, showing total quantity sold per month. So insert line chart. The x-axis, we can include the month number, and the total quantity sold is the y-axis. So we can see the total quantity sold by month number. You can edit it. Okay, we can first change the background. The background we have changed. Okay, then we can include data labels if you want. Data labels, if you turn on data labels, you can see the values for first month, second month. You can see the values 1, 2, 3 till 12. We can see the values. Okay, then data labels, if you want, we can turn it on and make it bold and all. Then the title we can total quantity sold by month. Total quantity sold by month. Then make it bold. Then align it to center part. Okay, so that's done. Then we can change the x-axis. X-axis values. We can change x-axis is okay. We can change the title to month. X-axis title is month, and we can make it bold. Then moving to y-axis, we can do the same thing. Values are on, title total quantity or just quantity. Quantity sold, make it bold. So then, okay. So the visual part is done. You can check for any further formatting we need. I think that's done. The properties, yeah, everything is done. So that's the total quantity sold per month. We can also do one more thing. We can make this rectangle, the line chart, a rounded rectangle. So for that, click on FX. Click on FX. You can turn on the visual border shadow. No, visual border we can turn on. Then you can change the color to some dark colors, and the rounded corners. You can see rounded corners. We can increase that. Then you can see the corners will become more and more round. Once again, you can see that. Click on General, FX, then visual border. You can change the visual border To required rounded corner, we can adjust the pixel and also the width. Okay, we can increase the width to 4. Okay, so that's it. Then we can move to our next visual. That is the bar chart showing total transactions by age group and gender. You can see we have to take the total transactions by age group and gender bar chart. We can, we can take a new chart. So the x-axis shows, so here you can see the x-axis shows the age group. Okay, then the y-axis shows the total transactions, total amount or the total transactions, and the legend, we have to separate it by gender. Okay, you can see this. When gender is added, the two colors that shows, the one color shows the female transaction amount by age group and the next one shows the male transaction amount by age group. So in this bar chart also we can change the color and adjust the background. So click on format visual, general, effects, the background we can change. Then in visual, the columns, click on columns. We can change the color of female to some other color like this. So the male and female colors we can change accordingly. Yeah. So I think now it's changed. Then we can make it the columns we can adjust like this. Yeah, the column colors are changed. Then FX, click on FX, the visual border, turn on, and the rounded corners we can adjust it accordingly. You can see the corners are getting more and more rounded here. Okay, so that we have done. Then the x-axis, the title we can change. The title, yeah, age group, x-axis title is age group. So if you want, we can make it bold. Then similarly, the y-axis title is values is here. Then click on title. Title, we can write it as amount. Then make it bold. Okay, so that's all about this one. We can adjust the rounded corners accordingly, and we have changed it. Okay, then the x-axis, y-axis, everything we can make and bold and change the color, as we have already seen that. Next chart we are going to see is the donut chart for sales. So here we can take a donut chart, adjust the size. Then we need the total sales. So we can see the added quantities, the product category, different product category, that's the percentage of sales. So product category is the values, and legend we can change the color based on this product category itself. So we can see this also, we can change the color by clicking on effects, the slice, general, effects, background color. This is the background color, and if you want to change the color of the slices, we can change accordingly. And we can make the labels position outside it, or we can make it position inside it. So inside it will be more congested, so outside. Okay, yeah, and the values, if you want, we can make it bold. All the values are made bold. Then yes, so I think we have done this. So general title also we can change. So we can change the title to percentage sales, then make it bold. Then in FX again we can change the rounded corners. Click on FX, the visual border, turn on the visual border and make it the rounded corners. Yes, so yeah, that's done. Then moving to the last chart of this page, that's the product category by gender. We can make that now. Chart, we can click on the clustered column chart, then take the product category to the axis and classify it with gender. In the legend we can paste gender, then change the background, FX background we can change, and the title also we can change, the product category by gender. Okay, so the product category by gender. Then we can make it bold. And if you want to change the color of the slices, you can click on column, change the female color. We can change one for now. Yeah, and that's it. We have changed it. Then next we have two filters. Two filters we have to add, one based on the gender, the second based on the date. So first we can make the filter based on gender. So we have added slices, then add gender to it. Then click on general. First you can change the background. We have changed the background. Then the values we can make it bold, and the slicer heading also we can make bold. If you want, we can change the format of the slicer. So now it's for us vertical list would be fine. Then we need to add the second slicer based on our date. Okay. So second slicer is based on the date. So you can add date here. Yes. So slicer settings, it's between two dates. That would be fine. Then slicer header, let it be bold. Then slicer values also bold. Then change the background to this color. So I think that's done. We have completed the first page. Then we need one more page. That's the grid page, and we have to add that page navigator also here. So we can just have a space for that here. We can add page navigator. Before that, we can create our second page. So right click on this, then duplicate. Then we can rename the first page as home and the second page as grid. Okay. Then we want some things in common we have for the two pages. We can just see that in the grid page we have all these right and left bars, and only the middle portion is different. So we can erase. We can just delete all these charts and we can add a table there. So here we just add table. Okay. So in the table we can see what all things are there. Transaction ID is there. Transaction ID, then customer ID. Transaction ID, customer ID. In the transaction ID, you just show it as, yeah. So if you count as a unique value, see all the transaction ID, customer ID, then gender, age, product category. Then gender, age, product category, and the last one is total amount spent. Okay, so you can change. Yeah. You can see, we can see all these things we have added as a table. Now we can move to the formatting part of this table. We can adjust the width of each column by dragging through this headings. Then we can change the color by clicking on here. You can see column headers. If you want, we can make it bold. You can see the column headers and bold, and we can change the background if we want. We can change it to some other color like this, or let it be white itself. Then the values, we can change the values. Each value background color we can change. The text color, let it be black, and the one background color we can change to this. And if you want, we can change the alternate background color. So actually that's not actually required here. So we can format everything here in this visual and generals. I think we have done this much. That's fine. And as the last step, we can add the page navigator here. So here we can click on buttons, then navigator. So here it's by default the two page names, home and grid, have automatically come here. Then the shape, rotation, the style, everything we can change here. Rectangle, we can change. Yeah, if we want, we can make it an arrow. We can change the grid layout. So click on grid layout, and instead of horizontal, we can take vertical. Then we can change the size by dragging it. Then we can change general effects, the background color. The background we can turn on, and we can change the background color. And if you want, now I think they don't want any background color. So click on visuals, style, the font color we can change, and we can make the similar thing on the first page also, home page, or you can just copy it from here. Just Control C and paste it here. So we will have this. So if you want to go from home page to grid page, so click on Control and then grid. Then it will move to the grid page. And from here, if you want to move to the home page, click on Control, then home. So it will be moving to the home page. So we can change the colors, background, everything based from this visual formatting tool, and you can do accordingly. So that's all regarding the making of this retail sales dashboard. I think we have made an almost similar dashboard as our original one. We can just compare, check this and compare. So if you have any more queries, you can comment below. For further updates on Power BI and SQL, you can follow my channel. Thank you. Bye.